श्री अधिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित् सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। आज स्वामी विवेकानंद का जन्म दिवस तारीख के हिसाब से, जो राष्ट्रीय युवा दिवस हिसाब से पूरे भारत में मना रहे हैं। हम लोग भी सुबह से उसमें ही व्यस्त थे, बाहर में अर्दली बाजार में, जहाँ स्वामी विवेकानंद रहे थे अपने जीवन का अंतिम प्रवास में, 1 महीना से 4 दिन ज़्यादा। इस शुभ दिन पर आज हमारे बीच में सिंगापुर से एक स्वामी जी आए हैं। स्वामी विवेकानंद एक वैश्विक पुरुष थे, यूनिवर्सल पर्सनालिटी। इनका संबंध भी विश्व के सभी आध्यात्मिक सीकर्स, साधक से है, और उनका जो संदेश है वह विश्व भर के लोगों को अपने पास में आकर्षित कर रहे हैं। ऐसे भारत में तो लोगों को आकर्षित करते ही है, क्योंकि भारत का प्राण ही आध्यात्मिकता है। मगर विश्व में भी जहाँ जहाँ ठीक ठीक आध्यात्मिक साधक, सीकर्स ऑफ ट्रूथ रहते हैं, स्वामी विवेकानंद, रामकृष्ण, माँ शारदा स्वाभाविक रूप से उनको आकर्षित करते हैं। स्वामी सत्यलोकानंद महाराज, जिनका जन्म जापान में हुआ, जापानीस है, उनको भी स्वामी विवेकानंद और रामकृष्ण माँ शारदा का ने ऐसे ही आकर्षित किया जैसे चुंबक लोहा को आकर्षित कर रहती है। जहाँ जहाँ भी सत्य के शोधक है, रामकृष्ण विवेकानंद उनको आकर्षित कर लेते हैं। वे पढ़ते थे, ग्रेजुएशन करते करते फिर वे ओसाका यूनिवर्सिटी में रिसर्च करने के लिए रिसर्च स्टूडेंट गए 1974 में। और उनका सब्जेक्ट क्या था? बड़ा सुंदर सब्जेक्ट, इंडोलॉजी। इंडोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट पढ़ते पढ़ते, स्वाभाविक रूप से है, इंडोलॉजी पढ़ते पढ़ते रामकृष्ण विवेकानंद का आधुनिक भारत का कुछ पढ़ने से रामकृष्ण विवेकानंद की विचार आएंगे। वे विचार उनको आकर्षित कर लिया, और उनसे इतना ज़्यादा आकर्षित हो गया जो रामकृष्ण मिशन में आके बेलूर मठ में ज्वाइन कर लिया, संसार त्याग कर दिया। इतना गहरा प्रभाव उनके ऊपर में पड़ा। 1976 में बेलूर मठ में उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया। फिर वहाँ से 77 में हैदराबाद में गए। बीच में से वे ट्रेनिंग सेंटर के लिए बेलूर मठ में 2 साल आने का होता है। फिर वापस हैदराबाद में आ गए, और हैदराबाद में आकर के उनको एक बहुत ही एक यूनिक चांस मिल गया। हमारे संघ के स्वामी विवेकानंद के बाद में विश्व भर में वेदांत का प्रचार करने के लिए जो सर्वश्रेष्ठ स्वामी उस समय में हमारे संघ में थे, स्वामी रंगनाथानंद महाराज। स्वामी रंगनाथानंद महाराज के साथ में सेक्रेटरी हिसाब से काम करने का उनको सहयोग मिला। ये बहुत ही यूनिक सहयोग है, जहाँ स्वाभाविक रूप से है कि इतनी महान पर्सनालिटी जो भविष्य बाद में रामकृष्ण मिशन के संघाध्यक्ष बने, उनके पास में रहना और उनसे का सेक्रेटरी का काम करना, तो हम लोग मान ही लेते हैं कि बहुत कुछ उन्होंने उनके पास से आध्यात्मिकता और वेदांत का प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन का अत्यंत स्पष्ट विचार समझा। वे अत्यंत स्पष्ट विचार ने उनका पूरा जीवन को मोल्ड कर लिया। आज वे इसके बाद में वे अद्वैत आश्रम, नॉट दिस अद्वैत आश्रम, कलकत्ता का अद्वैत आश्रम में भी काफ़ी समय थे। फ्रॉम 1997 टू 1998 1 साल अद्वैत आश्रम उन्होंने किया। फिर फ्रॉम जुलाई 1998 टिल नाउ, अभी तक वे सिंगापुर हमारे रामकृष्ण मिशन में है। वहाँ सिंगापुर ब्रांच एज ए मैनेजर ऑफ रामकृष्ण मिशंस किंडरगार्टन which is one of the best kindergarten in Singapore with 500 students. छोटे छोटे बच्चों की स्कूल सिंगापुर में 500 स्टूडेंट्स की बेस्ट स्कूल है, वहाँ पर वे मैनेजर हैं एंड ऑल्सो ए वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ वहाँ का जो सेंटर है। He travels to spread the teaching of Sri Ramakrishna Swami Ji and Vedanta in Southeast Asian countries, Japan, Hong Kong, regularly. स्वामी जी तो स्वाभाविक है, हिंदी तो नहीं बोलेंगे, बांग्ला जानते हैं। जोर करके मैं बोलता हूँ थोड़ा थोड़ा बांग्ला बना भी अंदर में बोलना, इंग्लिश तो उनकी सरलता रहेगी, इंग्लिश मेन भाषा रहेगी, बाकी बांग्ला भाषा मिला करके बांग्ला सुगंध थोड़ी थोड़ी बीच में देते रहेंगे। कैसी खिचड़ी बनती है भाषा की मुझे नहीं मालूम है, वो जानते हैं अच्छा बनता, बातचीत में बांग्ला बोल सकते हैं। तो व्यावहारिक वेदांत, प्रैक्टिकल वेदांत के ऊपर में वे बोलेंगे और कैसे रामकृष्ण आइडियोलॉजी के पास में अट्रैक्ट हुए, how he was attracted towards Ramakrishna Vivekananda ideology, that also he will say. Swami Sarvaloka Sarva Satyadevananda Maharaj, please enlighten us.
Anitya-drisheshu vivicya nityam tasmin samadatta iha asma lilaya viveka vairagya vishuddha chittam yoso viveki tamaham namami. Respected Swami Vishwatmanandaji, respected senior monks and brother monks, my dear Brahmachari Maharaji, and devotees and friends. I am very much honored to be invited to speak on this most sacred city and this very, very holy Kashi Advaita Ashrama, where our Holy Mother and many direct disciples stayed and visited. And then on this very holy day of Swami's birthday, according to Western calendar, Maharaj বলেছিলেন বাংলাতে বলতে, কিন্তু আমি তো বলতে পারবো না, সেজন্য ক্ষমা করুন, ইংরাজি, শুধু ইংরাজিতে বলতে পারি, এইটুকু Bengali. Now, when we think of Swami Vivekananda, what is his message to the world? Immediately comes the practical Vedanta, the idea of practical Vedanta, which he spoke almost 120 years ago in London. There he mentions theory must be practical, otherwise of no value. Big theories are there everywhere. Religions, many beautiful religions there, that remain as theory only. So, Swamiji stressed, my idea is to preach unto mankind their divinity and how to make it manifest in every movement of life. This is the Swamiji's idea, so stressed, and then he worked for that. This home of service, Varanasi home of service, he ordered Maharaj to go and serve people. This behind practical Vedanta's idea is there. Now, Swamiji has stressed, it must be practical, not only practical, intensely practical, he stressed. And as Secretary Maharaj or President Maharaj told, I was blessed to be with Swami Ranganathanandaji for 18 long years. As M said, M was with Thakur, so whoever came to him, I was with the side of ocean. So I distribute water of ocean. So what I have learned, now I am going to speak is basically Swami Ranganathanandaji's idea which I have learned. He coined the beautiful word called dynamic spirituality and static piety. Now, religion of the world or devotees whose mind becomes static. So that is called static piety. So, if it remains static, real value will not come. So, what is static piety? Many devotees, every day they go to temples, various. Here in Kashi, thousands of temples there. Every day they go. For what purpose? So, Ranganathanandaji observed and tells, when you go to temple, you pray to the deity, God or goddess. Then, when you come out of temple, do you feel any change in yourself? You want to be a better person? You want to change your character from lower to higher? Most of the devotees, they do not think this. Unfortunately, they think only for himself or herself or his family or relations, confined in self. So, that is called static piety. Though you go every day to temple, but your nature remains same. So, Swami Vivekananda said, very strong word, religion of the world became the lifeless mockery. It's a very strong word. What the world wants is character. Swami stresses everywhere character. We have to build the character. That is the main. This, even now also, if we have the character, we can do tremendous things which benefits not only ourselves but also everybody, every country. And then he stressed, preach this everywhere. What's the idea? Your divine nature. Swamiji stresses always, we are divine by birth. We have a spark of divinity within us. We have to manifest. That is the first he said. He wants how to make it manifest in every movement of life, he said. Now, if this divinity becomes the rock foundation, then wherever you go, you can face any challenges. So how to make this static piety into the dynamic spirituality? This is a beautiful word, dynamic spirituality. Not static, not progress, no, dynamic. It is very active. So, here, we can reflect ourselves. I was born in Japan. I was born into a Buddhist family. Most of you are born into Hindu family that also in various sects, either Vaishnava or Shaiva or Shakta. This is by birth. But when we say spiritual, we must think religion becomes spiritual when you start seeking. You must seek all the saints, Buddha, Upanishadic sages. You can see the Katha Upanishad, Nachiketa, questioned. So also, Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, they questioned what is truth, what is reality, how to get the vision of God. These are the seeking religions, and which is very, very important. Born into the religious family is good, but do not remain there. You have to grow from religious to spirituality. That is the dynamic spirituality when you say. Now, by seeking, if we go inside, our treasure is within, we'll grow, we develop, and we reach that infinite, most blissful Atman. So always remember, we must seek. Otherwise, you will remain as a static piety, not a dynamic spirituality. Now, most practical Vedanta is expressed in the Bhagavad Gita. And the practical Vedanta, when we say, it is a practical Advaita Vedanta. This we have to keep in mind. Advaita Vedanta, most of us think it is only meant for the sadhus, Uttarakhand sadhus. It is too high. But Swami says, no, it can be brought down. That's why this is practical. This is meant for all men, all women. Whatever they are doing, that can be converted into the practical Vedanta in this very life. And in this connection, Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 tells the beautiful sentences there. Chapter 4, verse 2. Idea about Raja Rishi. Raja Rishi is one who is Raja, and at the same time he is a Rishi. Raja stands for the power. Rishi stands for the wisdom. One who has both is Raja Rishi. And then the Gita says, this yoga, divine yoga, is handed down to the Raja Rishis by succession, generation to generations. But unfortunately, time passed and then this was lost. How it was lost? Shankaracharya explains, because it was handed to the Durbaram Ajitendriya Prapya Yogo Nashta Parantapa. This yoga is handed down to the Durbaram, man without strength. And the Ajitendriya, man who doesn't have the control of senses. Naturally, if such people start learning, they can't acquire, they can't get to the essence of the Vedanta. In that way, it was lost. And then here, as I said, Raja stands power, and the Rishi stands for wisdom. So, power, who has power? Top is the Prime Minister. I used to tell, who has the most power? American president. But nowadays his power is very shaky because China has come up. Russia also stayed there. But they have most probably maximum power. Then it comes down to housewife, even child. In Singapore, as Maharaj said, I look after the kindergarten. Kindergarten, the children from age 3 to 6 years old. Now these 3-year-old children, they are mostly single child. So for parents, they are prince and princesses, and they are pampered. And then children, they know, even 3 years or so, they know how to manipulate parents. They will sit on their heads and then demands, they can control. So even the small child, they have power. So this power, how to use it? There comes the beauty of Rishi idea. If you have wisdom, you can utilize this power in a most excellent way. I tell this always story because I live in Singapore. Now, When Singapore became independent, this, as you know, Singapore was like India, occupied by Britain. And then they got freedom. First, Singapore was together with Malaysia. Then they divided. Malaysia, majority is the Malay. Chinese population much less. Singapore, majority was the Chinese. So their opinion didn't go well. So the first Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, he and his colleagues separated. And then they, actually, these Singapore founders, they used to study in Britain. Many of them were Oxford and Cambridge graduates. They used to gather together, discuss together. And then they realized, though now Britain is ruling Singapore, but we can rule much better way. They had the vision at the time. And then when they are liberated and became independent, they vowed, we will make Singapore the first-class country. What is required? No corruption, honesty, equality, justice. These, so compared with Southeastern nations, other nations you see, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, Burma, Singapore, the far ahead. Why? Lee Kuan Yew could establish what they have envisioned. Justice, equality, no corruption. Previously, I did not know the fact. 80% of the Singapore population now living in HDB flat, housing development, these are government flats. 80%. No other countries in the world have achieved this. Behind, no corruptions. So here, wisdom, when we say, of course, this is a material world, but that also we require. So here, our selfishness should go away. As long as we are centered in ourselves, as Thakur said, Kacha Ami should go, and then make it as a Pakami, right ego. That is very, very important. And then think of the world. Think of your people. I was in Hyderabad for 18 years. When I was posted, I was just second year brahmachari. And then I was asked to do the bandari, kitchen in charge work. Every day I have to go to vegetable market. There, seeing my haste, they started cheating. I said, so natural. Oh, okay, come on. But they realized I come every day. And then, though Ramapura is like that, though I did not know the language, 1 year I was in Belur, so I learned a little bit of Bengali, but not Hindi, nor Hyderabad language, Telugu. But Ramapura said, go, you can do, you manage. So okay, this is a challenge, yes, I shall do. First day, cook came with me. Second day, you alone, you go. So every day, First, I used to go around the market. You see, in English called the wet market. Then check the price. Then slowly learning Hindi. थोड़ा सस्ता दीजिए, like that. Then slowly, especially very interesting I found. If I were the first customer, they will not, they don't want to quarrel with the customer because it will be the unauspicious. So generally early morning I go and then I bargain. So in this way I used to do, but every year I had to extend the visa. Being Japanese, I require the visa. That also every year I had to extend. Then I had to go to visa office. Then there, I had to talk with the officer. This officer, I don't want to mention, but sometimes they're very curious what I have. For example, just a small ballpoint pen you put it. Can you show me the ballpoint pen? Is it Japanese? I say, you can imagine. Yes, this man wants. But being the monk, no, I can't give. Then sometimes I had to go to the Russian office. There also, I have experienced all Russian office. Sometimes the officer says, call out. You see, if I go, no. I say, come tomorrow, like that. So all this, they are there. If they have the mind, I am here to serve people. But they are there. I am serving people at the same time. This is an opportunity to exploit the people if they think. This becomes really sorry state. I hope now much better in India. So, for this, Ajitendriya Prapya, as Shankaracharya said, we have to control our self, body, mind, senses. Self-centered, let it go. Then we start progressing. And to do that, Swamiji brought the idea. What is the twin ideas in there? He said, Tyaga and Seva. Tyaga, renunciation, Seva, service. These twin ideas, this we have to bring in. That is the base of our practical Vedanta. So, this spirit of renunciation and the service, if we practice, we can manifest our higher nature, our real nature. So this is very, very important. Ramakrishna's Kachami Charadev. And then make it as a Dasa Ami, servant I. In that way, slowly we have to control our self. So, Dasami, Bhaktami, that is really important. Yeah. Then, whatever we do become the seva. I am here to serve. This service is not a voluntary service. This service is my spiritual practice. That is a karma yoga. Karma yoga is not a voluntary work. It is a spiritual sadhana. So, if we have this consciousness, then our day-to-day life start changing. Whatever we do, which we can make it. And especially not only just working, by the grace of Sri Ramakrishna, we are devotee. We are serving to Sri Ramakrishna. And Swamiji said, all the gods is within every one of us. So this idea is very, very important. So Swamiji's this practical Vedanta is based on this. By discharging the work efficiently, and also at the same time calmness also there, not agitated mind, with calm mind, observing mind. Nowadays all over the world, mindfulness is very popular. When you are mindful, your mind becomes calm down. When your mind is calmed down, you can concentrate. What you are doing, you can concentrate well. Then you can work the wonder. One example I would like to give you. One Japanese Zen monk who was quite famous, he established a monastery in California, America, who has influenced Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Now, when he was a very short and then thin person. When he established the monastery, many Americans, they are quite stout, big, they also joined, and they decided to build a Japanese garden. Generally, Japanese garden has rocks, huge rocks, and then sand, and then green plants. So, one day, huge rocks came, and these Americans are trying to push, but they couldn't. Standing nearby, this Roshi, we call Roshi, Guru, he was observing. Then he said, let me try. Though these Americans are hefty, heavyweight, tall, power-wise, much stronger than this Roshi. He came, he could push. What is the secret? He said, concentration. These people had the power, strength, but their scattered mind couldn't bring the necessary strength or power to move the rock. Here also same. When discharging the responsibility, we have to be with calm mind, we tackle. This is very, very important. Then our spiritual growth will come and realize our goal. So, you remember the Krishna's definition of yoga. Yoga, karmasu, koshala. Yoga is aksharata, skillfulness in work. So, skillfulness, we say, in many ways we can interpret. Now, generally, Ramapura used to say, efficiency in outside, the production will grow by your hard labor. At the same time, you have a spiritual growth inside. The double-edged sword, Jesus said. Now, inside the spiritual to grow, that means you are doing not attached, detached work. That is karma yoga. So this is the yoga karma koshal's idea. And the last sloka, Sri Krishna tells, Yatra Yogeshwaro Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurudharha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti. Then Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Where there is Sri Krishna, who has the divine wisdom, where there is Arjuna, man of work, efficient work, then there will be Shri, success, Vijayo, Shri, the wealth, Vijayo, success, Bhuti, what you call welfare, you can say, or prosperity. Then Dhruva Niti, eternal justice will prevail. So this is a practical Vedanta's idea. Always Raja Rishi, Krishna's supreme knowledge and Arjuna's dexterity in work. So these two should go together. Yes. Then here I said about the work only, but at the same time the meditation also is necessary. So when we do work, as I said, karma yoga, here all the devotees. So when devotees do yoga, it becomes bhakti yoga. So Shri Krishna mentions, Mam anusmara yudhyacha, remembering me, you fight the challenge of the world. But don't forget to remembering me, God always. That is the center. So, another thing I want to mention is that we shouldn't lower the idea. This, what I said, is a beautiful idea. And then many people, especially those who are living in the world, feel it is too high. As an idea is good, it is nice to listen, but day-to-day life, we are surviving somehow, and then we have to compromise. But Swami says, do not lower your idea. Your idea should be kept high. Otherwise, you can't practice this practical Vedanta, you can't do. So, I remember once we had a young Swami in Bombay. He was very popular among the young people and the young professionals. So many people used to gather. So one day, one of the devotees, he was a businessman, young, he came to meet him, but at that time he was giving the lecture on Gita. Then, after the lecture, this young boy came to meet Maharaj. Maharaj, it is okay, you are giving lecture as an idea, but you know, I am a businessman, I have to deal with so many people. Oh, Charvena, that will not work. Okay, you think so? Then why you have come? Oh, I am getting married, so I have come with invitation cards. Now, see, you are a businessman. You said this will not work. Yes. And he said, make way while the sun shines. And then whatever way, by hook or crook, I have to earn money. If your workers, you have many workers under you, if your workers think in the similar way, what will happen to your company? As long as you are in front of them, they'll work. You are not there? Okay, chata hai. Yes. How? No, that will not do. It can't. But that is, they say, your philosophy. For example, you are getting married. Suppose your wife is very happy. I got married with a rich man. I will use his money, whatever I like. And then she spends all, it's okay? No, that will not do. But you see, for each individual, if they think only themselves, what will happen? See, our Vyasa told, by Dharma, you will get everything. Whatever you want, you will succeed. I am telling you with both hands. See, but unfortunately nobody follows this. But you have to keep a Dharma. If you keep the Dharma steady, if you keep your idea steady, real happiness will come. So here, this idea, we have to keep always high. And then, what is really Vedanta teaching? See, we want the happiness. We are born in this world. Everybody busy around, running here, there. Why they are running after? They are running after happiness. And that happiness, where it is there? Vedanta says, within you. Real happiness, which will never run away. That you have to understand. You will understand when you knock your head here, there, finally, nowhere in this world outside I can get happiness. Always happiness is there. So, this idea, we have an infinite happiness within. We have an infinite capacity within. Believe this. Swamiji said, the old religion said, those who believe in God, those who do not believe in God are called atheists. But the new religion says, those who not believe, one who does not believe, in himself or herself, that person is atheist. Believe yourself. What yourself? What is that self? Is this infinite Atman, which is nothing but Satchit Ananda. Believe that you are essence, your essence is this. That is the religion, he says. So, it may be difficult in the beginning, but one day we have to come to this. And then, by the grace of God, as Shankaracharya said in the Vivekachudana, we got the Manushyatva. And then Mukshyattva, you are coming here, this temple. You want to know about the God. You want to know about yourself. And then we have the infinite grace of Sri Ramakrishna. Not only Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swamiji. Ranganathan used to stress this one. See other religions, where are such giants of spirituality? Christianity, only Jesus. Buddhism, giant is Buddha. But we have three giants in this order. So, we have to utilize this birth very much to realize our real nature. That is our goal. And we should never think ourselves as weak. As Swami said, Swami stressed Upanishad. By Upanishad reading, what do you get? Strength. Never say we are weak. We have infinite strength within you. When Swami Ranganathananda started giving initiation, he went to Bardhaman in West Bengal. It is a town. People came from various places. After initiation and after his lecture, he gave lecture in Bengali. Though his Bengali was not so good, but much better than mine. After returning to Hyderabad, one lady wrote to a postcard to Swamiji. I am a very ordinary housewife. But after listening to you, something I felt I can do something. I have infinite energy within. Ranganathanandaji was so happy. He showed, see this. See, even this simple housewife, they understand this truth. Ramanathanandaji, he used to go everywhere, wherever he was invited. Villagers, tribals, fishermen, auto rickshawalas, he never cared. At the same time, he was invited by Supreme Court judges, university professors, doctors, engineering students. Wherever he went, he could give this spirit. Very inspiring, encouraging message of Vedanta, message of Swamiji. So even this small village woman, he could imbibe the spirit of this Vedanta. This is the beauty. So she thought, yes, I can do something in my day-to-day life. I can change myself. I can make my whatever I do to spiritual, this way of life. So, these are the beautiful message of practical Vedanta. Swamiji wanted to spread, and then it is spreading though slow. But mind you, in this very moment, all over the world, somebody is studying Gita. At the same time, somebody is reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, complete works of Swamiji. Wow. Mahant Maharaj here, he was in South Africa. In Africa, we have already 3 centers. All over the world, in this very moment, somebody is doing japa. Name of Sri Ramakrishna they are taking. They are doing the bhajan on Ramakrishna, Mother. And it will spread. When I joined the Vedanta Society, it was a private center. I was sent a branch center in deep mountain in Japan, remote village. where about 5 people used to live. We used to do bhajans, all Khandana Baba, all every day we used to, far away. So also, all over the world, somebody is doing bhajan on Sri Ramakrishna, getting the message of Swamiji. And the Swamiji message is this practical Vedanta. High ideas, bring it down to day-to-day life. And then we can do that. I conclude with the Swamiji's inspiring message. Teach yourself, teach everyone his or her real nature. Call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakes. The glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come. Whatever excellent will come when this sleeping soul is roused to conscious activity. Here, conscious is very, very important. We have to be aware always. What we are doing, we should be aware. Then this change will come. Jai Swamiji, Jai Mother, Jai Thakur. May Holy Trio bless us all. Thank you.
একটু বসুন, সবাই প্রণাম করে নিন।
প্রণাম করুন। কোথায়? এখানে?
এখানে আমি এটা সরিয়ে নেব।
আপনারা যারা প্রণাম করতে ইচ্ছুক, মহারাজ এখানেই বসে থাকবেন, আপনারা এসে প্রণাম
এখানে এখানে আসবো নাকি? হ্যাঁ,
সরিয়ে দিতে বলছি।
ও
এটা সরিয়ে দিলে হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এটা দিন। ले जाओ, मोबाइल तो क्यों ले जा रहे हो, छोड़ दो। एक